What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to talk about my super awesome 12-month fitness coaching program dubbed the Odin Method. Yes, I'm finally branding myself, where you will learn to build a lean and muscular body from scratch with weekly group calls, a private mastermind group, and real-world accountability. So this is a combination of a 12-month coaching program where I basically hold your hand and tell you what to do at every step of the way. And you also receive lots of information on what exactly to do. And then basically the group calls and the mastermind group and some other stuff are all designed to keep you accountable and make sure that you actually do it. And that's basically it. So let's jump right in. I'm not a doctor, don't even have a bachelor's degree. I'm just one of those self-educated people with lots of experience. So if you're the type of person that you need a doctor to tell you that it's the right thing to do, and you're like, well, but you're not a doctor, you don't know what you're talking about, then this is not for you. I just have been working out since I was like 14, and I have a YouTube channel with a bunch of videos that I like to think display all of my knowledge on a fairly regular basis. So in this program, I will be combining my personal experience, some science, because I'm not like a science denier or anything like that. I use it where it's necessary, and the anecdotal experiences of others, because it's impossible to experience everything in the world. And in order to do research, I believe that you need a mix of some scientific studies, let's say, and, for lack of a better explanation, what other people say that they have done and experienced on the internet. So I combine all of that stuff in general and also with this coaching program. Okay, so how do you know that I actually have any idea what I'm talking about? Because this video is not going to be so much about what you actually need to do to get in shape and like be fit. That's going to be covered, or that has been covered already in this video, how to use quarantine to get in the best shape of your life. That's this one right here. This one basically explains everything that you need to know. This is like the nitty-gritty condensed into 51 minutes. So if you want to know a little bit more about like my background and how I know this stuff and why I'm so amazing, then go watch that video, link in the description. So if you want to watch this video, this is for people who are considering getting some actual help for getting fit and getting in shape, right? So if you're sick of being fat, weak, unhealthy, yo-yo dieting, binge eating, having an eating disorder, you're anorexic, bulimic, whatever, you like the idea of having skin in the game, you like the idea of having a personal stake in something that you're doing to help motivate you, if you like me as a person, if you're bored in quarantine, and if you watch all my videos anyway, you should watch this. But I would say most importantly, if you are actually, and this sounds so corny, but like if you're actually serious about getting in shape, then you should watch this. Because the way that I've designed this program is, yeah, there's good information and the steps work, but it's really, I paid a lot of attention to accountability and making sure that you do it. Because even if you you can pick a suboptimal strategy, but if you actually execute and you follow through on it, then you'll get a good result, as opposed to somebody who picks an amazing strategy but doesn't actually do anything, which I would suspect if you're actually not in shape, that's probably you, probably because you're not actually trying. So this program is designed to make you try by various methods, which we'll go into later. So why coaching? Why am I doing a coaching program, and why is coaching good in general? Like, why should you also seek out coaches to teach you about things and to really hold you accountable is kind of the main thing. So we've all heard this concept that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, right? Now, this is something that gets thrown around so much on LinkedIn or like whatever social media self-improvement, thing you happen to be watching. And it's often said so frequently that it loses a little bit of its meaning. But I believe that despite that, it's actually true. If your friends are fat, then you're probably going to be fat. If your friends are broke, then you're probably going to be broke. If your friends are junkies, then you're probably going to be a junkie. You know what I mean? That's kind of, I don't know, you can agree with that or disagree, but I'd be surprised, if you disagree with that, like, let me know, leave me a comment. Anyway, so if we accept this to be true, that you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with, then I would argue that our focus should shift from picking the perfect method and doing the right thing to just finding the right group of people who have the result already that you want. Like, I would say that it's more important to join, like, identify what exactly it is that you want and join a group that is full of that people, where everybody is like that. Because then naturally you'll just absorb their behavior and their mindsets just kind of in the background without you really having to try, I guess. I mean, obviously you have to try, but like, it'll be more natural than you trying to hang out with your whatever broke loser friends and trying to change despite that. So similarly, if you join the military, you'll look like a soldier, right? So I remember when I was in the Army, it just kind of struck me one day how when you put on the uniform, everybody kind of looks the same, right? And it's kind of the same idea where, and one of the reasons for that is that we all kind of had the same lifestyle and we're all doing the same things on a daily basis and we're all wearing the same clothes. So we actually were very similar because we had joined a group, you could say, that made us like that, so to speak. Now, that's not to say that taking correct action is not important. Obviously, you can't just join a group of people and not do the things that they're doing. Obviously, you do need to do those things. It's not like you just like sit at home and lie in bed and you'll magically change. But if you pick the right group, if you focus on making an effort to choose the group of people that have the exact results that you want, then I believe that you'll naturally pick those things up without having, I don't want to say without having to try, but it'll just kind of be a more natural process as opposed to you actually trying to like fight and like break yourself into these habits or whatever. So why coaching with me, right? I've made the case for coaching. Why should you pick me as a coach? Well, like I mentioned in the early part of this video, I think I mentioned it, I've got 20 plus years of experience working out. I've just been interested in this stuff for a very long time. I've been, I'm the type of person, I'll research something, I'll research a supplement and I'll buy it and I'll try it. I'll research a way of training and then I'll go try it. I've just have been interested in this stuff for a very long time. And as we say in Hebrew, mashu yodea ani kvar shachachti, which means like the things that somebody knows, I've already forgotten, implying that like, not to brag, but I know so much stuff that like things that people are just learning now, I learned and already forgot because I've learned so much new stuff already. And more importantly than this, if you look at number 2, it says that I've actually achieved success with these methods myself several times, right? So there's this misconception, I believe, in like the act of being fit, which is that you get fit once and you stay fit forever, right? You see a lot of these people say like, oh, I've been lifting for 10 years and here are my results. Well, one thing that you have to understand is that life is a dynamic process. And you might be in situations where you don't have, where it's not really, I don't want to say it's not easy for you to train, but it's not a linear process where you're always improving at a gradual, rate, and you start working out at 15, and by the time you're 35, you're benching 600 pounds. It doesn't always work like that. Sometimes you try different training modalities. Sometimes you actually can't work out because you're working 13 hours a day. Sometimes, you're traveling a lot and you're exhausted from the travel. So personally, why am I mentioning this? The way that I've been living my life for the past, 10-ish years is that I've had many periods of time where I get into really bad shape. Like I'm talking like skinny fat, flabby, not in good shape at all. And I always manage to pull myself back from the brink and get back into really good shape. So the point of this is to basically tell you that I've done this many times, like at least 10 times. And why should that be interesting to you? Because I'm not like a genetically gifted specimen, despite what this picture might lead you to believe. I think I have pretty bad genetics, and I managed to overcome those with the right system and with hard work. So basically the point is that if I can do it many times, then you guys can definitely do it. And number 3, I'm going to convey these methods to you. It's very simple. If you guys watch any of my other YouTube videos, you know that the way that I speak is very direct. I tell you exactly what you need to do, or my opinion on something. I'm not one of these internet marketer bros that will be like, and if although I guess this video is a little bit different, but I don't beat around the bush. Like I'll make a video and tell you exactly what the point is, and that's it. There's no fluff. In fact, frequently I'll think to myself like, man, if I make this video, it'll be like 10 seconds long. Like how do I pad this? Number 4. If you do coaching with me, you will have skin in the game and will actually follow through on whatever, on getting a lean and muscular body. Okay, I'm going to talk about this concept of skin in the game a little bit later. But skin in the game just means you will have a personal stake in making sure that you achieve this result. Number 5, if you join this coaching program, you will get access to a WhatsApp group of like-minded people working towards the same goal. So going back to the concept on the previous slide, if we are the average of the 5 people we hang out with the most, you will be in a WhatsApp group where you can chat with other people who are doing the coaching program, and you guys can motivate each other and post progress pictures and ask questions and basically communicate with other people who are very interested in this stuff as well. One of the biggest problems with actually trying to change is that you're the only one in your peer group who's actually trying to make a change. Okay, this is not only unique to fitness. This could be for any area of your life where you're actually trying to change. If you're the only one who's trying to do it, it's not as fun. But if you have access to a group of people, even if it's remotely, everyone's kind of in the same boat as you, it's much more motivating. Number 6, 100% guaranteed results. Okay, 100% guaranteed results. If you do this program, I 100% guarantee that you will get a lean and muscular body. I can't promise that you will look identical to how I look, because everybody has different genetics and everybody has a different, genetic potential and just a different body shape, I guess. But I have achieved these results many times in many different ways for myself. And in the most simplest way to put it, you're a human being, you also are subject to the laws of physics, and doing certain exercises will build muscle, and eating certain foods will be better than other foods. And there's no way that these things will not work, right? If you follow the program, it will work, bottom line. Number 7, I'm actually really cool and fun to be around. So obviously, if you join my coaching program, you'll get to hang out with me in real time on the internet for 1 hour a week or so. And also you can chat me up on my WhatsApp group anytime you want. Okay, so sounds great, you say, but why isn't it free? Why can't you just give this to me for free? Now look, I thought about doing free coaching. I did. I know Snake Diet Guy does it, or he did it in the past, but here's the problem with doing free coaching. And I'm not particularly money motivated, and there are benefits to doing free coaching, such as it becomes accessible to lots of people. But the problem with doing free coaching is that in order for somebody to be motivated to follow through on a system, you need skin in the game. And one of the easiest ways to get skin in the game is to make a real world monetary investment in actually getting the result that you want. For example, and this is something I'm sure you guys have heard before if you watch other self-development videos, if you watch a free video on YouTube that's an hour and it has a lot of really good information, chances are you're not going to take it as seriously as if you had to pay $1,000 to watch that video. If you pay $1,000 for that information, you're going to sit, you're going to take notes, you're going to pay close attention, and chances are, because you've invested so heavily, you're probably going to take action on some of the suggestions that the video actually told you to do, assuming they're good and you actually are interested in that kind of thing, which I would assume you are if you pay that money. Bottom line, if you don't have a vested interest in following through, you won't. Now, let me just clarify. Making a financial investment is not the only way that you will be putting skin in the game with this program. Okay, there are other things as well. Like I said, I will mention those later. But it's very important to note that if there is no real world investment, you have no leverage, and whatever, money is the root of all evil, but it also makes the world go round. And if you don't have a real world investment in terms of money, because spending money hurts for everyone. Nobody likes to spend money, really. It's like, I could charge $1 for this and be like, well, do I really need it for $1? I don't know. I have to pull my credit card out of my pocket. It's just uncomfortable. But unless you do it, you're not going to have leverage over yourself to do it. And like I said, this is just one of the ways you're going to have leverage. And one example that I like to give in this regard, and this is not necessarily about money, but this is called the gun to the head method, where if, let's say you're out of shape, you have your current body, you want to be lean and muscular, and I say to you, hey, I want you to work out and eat healthy food. You probably wouldn't be that motivated if I just told you like that. But if I said the exact same words and I put a gun to your head and I said, hey, you better get lean and muscular, otherwise I'm going to blow your brains out, you probably would do it, right? You'd have more motivation because you'd have more leverage. Finally, You're not paying for information, okay? I will be providing lots of information in this course. You get access to over 8 hours of recorded video content, which I'll talk about later. And you also get a 1 hour like webinar per week with me and the WhatsApp group, blah, blah, blah. But there's plenty of free information on the internet already. You can go on YouTube, you can go on Google, and you can search for all this stuff already. You don't need more information, right? What you are paying for, what the real value that's going to come from this, I would argue, is that you're getting personal attention and instruction from me. So if you value my opinion and you think I know my stuff, then that might be, value to you. I think that it would be, if you've already watched this far. Number two, like I said, you're getting access to a private group of people with the same goals. So if you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, now you will be getting access to 5 extremely motivated people to get in shape, who have paid the money and have done all the other stuff to get leverage over themselves to do it. So, if you do that, much higher chance of success. Number 3, you're getting access to a structured program that guarantees results. Yes, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I have no qualms about telling you that you are guaranteed to get a lean and muscular body if you follow this program. This is not rocket science. Okay, this is not magic. This is like actual actionable steps that if you do them, you will get the results. Bottom line. I don't know how much easier to tell you. Number 4, it's extremely unlikely that you will pay and not follow through. So, like I said earlier, if you commit to a 12-month program, and yes, that means committing to paying every single month for a program, you're going to think to yourself, and this is not the main motivation, this is just an additional reason. You're going to think, shit, I paid for this program. I'm not just going to not use it. And again, like I said, that's just one method of getting leverage on yourself. That's not the only method, but that's an additional bit of pressure that you will be putting on yourself to make sure that you actually do it. I remember when I joined Equinox back in the day, I paid $235 for my gym membership every month. Even on days where I didn't want to go, I made sure to go. I was like, you know what? I don't actually want to go work out. I'm kind of exhausted, but I'm paying $235 a month. So at least I'm going to go and take a steam and like use some eucalyptus towels and take a shower. Okay, so in other words, if you pay, you'll follow instructions. Following instructions mean that you'll get the right result. All right, great question. What do you actually get, right? What does this, you pay your money and it's like, all right, fine. What do I actually get for my money? Number 1, you get weekly private webinar or group call with me. Okay, so this is basically, it's going to be similar to what we're doing right now, except, to be honest, this is more like there's like a sales presentation, I guess. There will be some good information in here as well. You get to learn about coaching and blah, blah, blah. But the other presentations are going to be more like the previous PowerPoints that I've done in the past, where like I say, oh, this is good for supplements. This is how you should be working out. This is nutrition, blah, blah, blah. So that's what it'll be like. You guys can ask me questions. It'll be amazing. Number 2, access to the private WhatsApp group of people working towards similar goals. Like I said, I talked about it a million times, but when you're with people who have the same goals as you, you're much more likely to achieve them. Number 3, unlimited correspondence with me. Now, obviously, this is within reason. Don't abuse this. Otherwise, I'll kick you out of the program. Don't send me 20 texts a day. Don't send me 20 questions a day. Like this is within reason, right? But if you have a question, go ahead, send me an email, or text me or whatever. Like it's not, I'm here to help you and make sure that you succeed. And obviously, if you're a paying customer, I'm going to be available for you. But like I said, use your judgment and don't abuse this by sending me 50 messages a day. Number 4, personal supplement, nootropic, exercise, and diet recommendations based on your goals. Now, I will say that for most people, these are going to be very similar. But for example, if you are an anorexic skeleton, I might give you some different recommendations as opposed to if you're a 400-pound bowling ball, or if you're like just a skinny fat bro who like maybe drinks too much and hasn't hit the gym in a while. There will be some slight differences based on what your actual goals are, and you'll tell me what those are, and I'll give you some recommendations. And I have a lot of experience with that, blah, blah, blah. I know my stuff. So number 5, guided instruction on creating a foolproof method of accountability on Instagram. So what does this mean? I'll talk about this in a later slide, but one of the things that you will be doing as part of this program is creating a separate Instagram account where you post progress pictures of yourself. This is a public account. You don't have to invite your friends and family if you don't want to. If you don't want them to know, that's fine, but the account has to be public. I'll talk about this more in other slides, but this is another method of getting leverage on yourself and getting skin in the game. 20 hours of video instruction that explain everything. So this is actually not 20 hours, this is 8 hours. I must have forgotten to change that. But anyway, 8 hours of video instruction, and these are pre-recorded videos. This is not the weekly webinar group call. This is a full course that I've created that you will also be getting as part of this. I probably should have made that more clear. But again, like I said, it's 8 hours and not 20 hours. And the seventh thing that you'll be getting is 100% guaranteed success if you follow the instructions. If you follow the instructions, you will get the result. If you add 1 + 1, you will get 2. Okay, it doesn't matter, you're, whatever, you have some sort of mental issue or something, 1 + 1 is still 2. Which brings me to my next point. You're fat, you're disabled, you're anorexic, trans, you have one leg. I mean, trans might be a little different because you have maybe some hormonal issues. I kind of just threw that in there as a joke. But as The Rock says right here, it doesn't matter what you think, okay? The path to health is the same for everyone. I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and they were talking about an individual who was sick. This person was, elderly and not in the best health. And they're like, you don't understand this person, they're elderly and they're not in good health and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, look, it doesn't change the fact that the path to being healthy is the same for everybody, which is to exercise your body, eat healthy food, avoid junk food, and take the proper supplements. That's it. That's the same path for everyone. There is no magical path for you because you're a unique little snowflake or somebody else. It's the same for everyone. Stop looking for the magic solution and just go with what works, for many people. Okay, so the point is that I will assess your starting point and adjust the plan for you. However, the plan is, like I said, pretty much the same for everyone. And like I said just now, it's suitable for anyone. If my 83-year-old deconditioned dad is doing it, then so can you. My dad's 80, he might be 82. Anyways, 82 years old. And if he can do it, then you can do it, right? If you're not 82 and haven't worked out in a while, then you can do it. So stop being a little bitch. If you're ready to change, you are being offered expert guidance that is 100% guaranteed. So like I said, a million billion times. Number one, this is 100% guaranteed to work. I have used these methods on myself many, many times. They always work every time. My genetics are not good, but they work for me also. I can get lean, I can get a six-pack, I can get muscles. I know how to do it. I can teach you how to do it. If you do what I tell you to do, you will get the result. Normally, when people don't get the result, it's because they're actually not ready to change. That's really what it is. I mean, because if you think about it, you probably already know how to get fit. Nobody doesn't know. You got to work out, you got to stop eating garbage, and you need to eat healthy food. That's it. But if you're not doing, if you don't have that result, it's because you don't actually want that result, or you don't want it bad enough that you're willing to put in the work and do what it takes. Right? So I've designed this program, like I said, to put these automatic triggers in place, let's say, that will make it extremely, extremely, extremely uncomfortable for you to actually not do it. And if you say, I don't want to pay you, bro, just tell me what to do. So, okay, no problem. Here you go. Top 4 tips right here. Eat mostly meat and eggs. Exercise with kettlebells. These are the types of exercises you should do: the swing, the clean, the snatch, etc. There are some other things as well, but that's, the bulk of it, I guess, or a decent part. Avoid junk food. If you don't know what junk food is, I don't know. I can't help you there. I really don't know. Avoid junk food. How much more simple can I make it? Number 4, excuse me, supplement properly. There's a lot that goes into supplements, so I can't dedicate too much time to that. But I'll just say start with creatine. It's pretty much a good choice for everybody. I also have 700 videos on my channel that you can watch, which are, I would argue, most of them accurately titled from an SEO standpoint. So search for some topic on my channel, and it's likely that you will get an answer that answers, that tells you accurate information about that topic. So, and beyond that, watch that hour-long video that I talked about in the beginning of this video, how to get in the best shape of your life in quarantine. That was like, that's a good 1 hour summary of what you need to do. However, if you still aren't fit, it's not because you don't have enough information. Excuse me, it's because you don't have enough skin in the game. Bottom line. Okay, so I've talked about the skin in the game thing. I mentioned it a couple times in this video, but you don't understand what it is. I'm going to break it down for you right now. So on the right here, we've got this super cool image, skin in the game. To have a personal stake in a desired outcome. Now, what this will do, if you have a personal stake in it, then you're more likely to do it, right? For example, take the earlier example that I talked about earlier, watching the YouTube video. If you just watch one YouTube video casually, you don't have any skin in the game. There's no personal stake in that, right? But if you watch that video and you spend, let's say, $1,000 to do it, then and the presumption is that if you watch it and pay $1,000 and you don't act on the information that you paid for, you've just wasted $1,000 basically, right? Does that make sense? And if you do, and you actually do those things and your life changes in ways that you presumably want them to change, then you got your money's worth, right? A simpler way to put it, if you take two identical people, one has skin in the game and one doesn't, the one who does have skin in the game will achieve more. You know, bottom line. And we can talk about the gun to the head method, right? That's as skin in the game as it gets. You know, if you don't do it, you'll actually die. So, you know, what one person, two people who are identical decide to lose weight. One of them has a gun to their head, a literal gun to their head, and if they don't lose weight, they'll die. The other one just kind of whatever is like you, casually wants to lose weight. Which one do you think is going to lose the weight more? Which one has a more likelihood? The one who has skin in the game, obviously. So what kind of skin in the game will we use in this program? So number one, a symbolic monthly payments. All right, this is not going to break the bank. This is something that anybody can afford. Anybody can afford. I designed this program so that anybody can do it, which honestly probably a bad idea because I want to attract serious people. And if the barrier to entry is too low, then I'm worried that I might attract some people who aren't going to take it seriously. So I'm hoping that you have to find the sweet spot. You know what I mean? You have to make it priced well enough that like anybody can do it, but also high enough that if you don't do it, it's going to be uncomfortable. You know, you have to have enough leverage over yourself. Another piece of skin in the game we're going to use is a 12-month commitment. Once you decide to do this, you are locked in for 12 months. This is not like cancel anytime, give me 30 days notice, money back guarantee. Like I'm not, you know, I'm planning on holding up my end of the bargain, but I don't want to, I can't leave a door open for you to be like, well, you know, if you didn't like it, then just take your money back, right? However, I will say, and I'll go over this in another slide, if you sign up and you don't like it, if it's not for you, for whatever reason, it's possible, right? If it's not for you, you have 14 days to decide you don't want to do it, right? That's enough time. You'll have access to the group. You'll be able to do a couple webinars. If it's not for you, be like, listen, man, it's not for me. I don't want to do it. I don't have time. I don't have money. Like whatever your excuse is, doesn't matter. I'll give you your money back. Bless you. Good luck to you, right? But once you start, you are locked in, okay? 12-month commitment. You must do it. So do not sign up for this unless you are ready for that, okay? If you're just like, oh, well, I don't know, 12 months is too much. Oh, don't sign up. It's not for you. I do not want you to do it. Number 3, other skin in the game that we'll be using is the expectations of our peers when you join the group. Obviously, everybody will set goals, they'll state goals, and everybody is kind of expecting you to hold up your end of the bargain, including me, because if you don't do what you say you're going to do, then you make me look bad because you're not actually following the program, you're not getting any results. So this is not, if you don't follow the rules, I will kick you out of the program basically, and I'll give you your money back for that month or whatever. Like I don't want you in the group if you're going to not actually do it. So number 4, a new Instagram account for progress pictures. So if you have a new Instagram account, and I'll talk about this again in a further slide, a new Instagram account for progress pictures, you're going to post pictures of yourself looking whatever you look like in your underwear, you know, obviously like tastefully, of course. And then as you lose the weight or build muscles or whatever you want to do, you're going to be posting progress pictures, I don't know, every week, I think is probably fair. Every week, and it's going to help keep you motivated. Everyone's going to comment, be like, great job, Steven, you look amazing now. And that's just really going to help keep you motivated because you know you're going to have to post these pictures every single week. And if you don't look any different, if you still look like, you know, undesirable, let's say, then you're going to feel bad because you're like, oh my God, I got to post this picture in a couple of days. I look awful. I actually got fatter, you know, or I can't get fatter because I have to post this picture. So I need to control my behavior more. It's more leverage. Why a 12-month commitment? Okay. Achieving the result is easy. Okay. Relatively speaking. Maintaining it is hard. Okay. I remember, and this is not related to fitness per se, but I remember when I first started doing sales, kiosk sales, I was really bad. And after my first like day where I kind of got into the groove and started selling, I remember my manager said to me, he's like, you know, going to work and selling a lot is not hard. What's hard is going every single day and doing it every single day and maintaining that same level of intensity. So that's kind of the case with everything, fitness included, right? It's not easy to maintain. I mean, it's simple. The steps are the same, but you need some sort of leverage over yourself to maintain it. And a 12-month commitment, that is the type of leverage that we want here. Okay, so you are actually buying 12 months of skin in the game. So that's good, you know, 12-month commitment, you know, you're gonna have to do this for 12 months. There's no way out. And if you have a personal stake in the desired outcome and you want to achieve it, you must have a personal stake in the desired outcome if you want to achieve a result and maintain it. Bottom line, when you know you're paying for something, you're going to take it more seriously. Bottom line, there's no two ways around it. You get something for free, you're not going to, you know, treat it as nicely. Books that you get from the library, people treat like garbage because it's a free book, right? Whereas you could find the same book in a bookstore, and if you buy that book, you're going to take a lot better care of it. And the longer the commitment, the more seriously you will take it. I thought about doing 3 months, thought about doing 6 months, thought about doing 30 days, but bottom line, if you're locked in for 12 months, then it's easier actually for you to make the commitment because you're like, you know what, I know I'm going to be doing this for 12 months. I'm going to give it some time. I'm going to give it a fair chance, and you're going to take it more seriously. Also, it's going to weed out people who are not serious to begin with, right? Like I don't want people who are not serious to do this. I'm actually doing this for selfish reasons, right? Not just for the money. I want to create a group of people who are serious about getting in shape, who are just serious about things in general, really. But this is my way of identifying those people. It's like, are you willing to commit to 12 months to doing this? Great. Then I want to have regular contact with you, and I want to have a lot of people who are like you as possible, because I need those people in my life. You know, I don't have them and I need them. Okay, how much? Bottom line, how much? $150 a month. All right, so it's not expensive. It is very cheap. Normally this stuff goes, I mean, and you can look around, but to pay to get fitness coaching is between $400 and $1,000 a month, sometimes more. There's people charge multiple thousands of dollars per month, right? For this, $150 a month. That is a steal. That is dirt cheap. Oh my God. I'm kind of embarrassed that I'm charging so little, really, to be honest with you. That's $5 a day. $5 a day. I hate to use that's like a meal at In-N-Out. That's cheaper than a meal at In-N-Out. That's a cup of, I guess, 2 cups of coffee at Starbucks, depending on what kind of coffee you get. Anyway, $5 a day. That is cheap, bro. And again, like I said, if you're not actually serious about getting in shape, then it could be $1 a day and you wouldn't do it. It could be a penny a day and you wouldn't do it. I could pay you and you wouldn't do it. But again, like I mentioned earlier, this is a symbolic payment that you need to pay something just to have that knowledge in your mind that you're actually paying something. And also I want it to be worth my time, obviously. When I get enough people to join, I'm going to be doubling the price. So this is like a price for early people to join. I wrote 40 in there, but I'm not sure if it's actually going to be 40 or if it might be less than 40. Probably going to be less than 40 because I'm not sure how much of my time it will take to actually manage 40 people. The reason I say that is because I've designed this program to kind of, not to run itself, but like the steps are very clear, the steps are very simple, and all you need to do is actually execute the steps, which are extremely clear. You don't have to think at all. You do exactly what I tell you to do, and you'll get it. And the reason I did that is because I don't want, ask me whatever questions you want, of course, but I'm trying to prevent questions because it's more time for me. So I've just designed it to be as clear and simple to follow as possible. So I don't know how much time it'll actually take me to manage 40 people. So it might be less, might be 20, it might be 10 people, it might be 5 people. I don't know. So the first group of people that join, it'll be $150. Then I'm raising the price to 300. So it'll be worth my money or worth my time. And then it is, it's still a bargain, to tell you the truth, right? Like if you're actually serious, if you're actually ready to do it, it is worth it. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, this is a steal. Okay, I like it, you say, but I don't want to start a new Instagram account. Wow, I'm technologically not good at things and I'm shy. So bottom line, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. If you're not willing to do the Instagram account, if you're not willing to comply with this request to do the Instagram account, then you're not going to comply with the instructions for everything else. So again, this is my way of weeding people out who are not serious, right? Like, you don't want to do it, I don't want you in the group, right? You got to do it. Bottom line, non-negotiable. The Instagram account, it's additional leverage for you. If you have additional leverage, you have more skin in the game. If you have more skin in the game, you will take more action. And if you take more action, you will get better results. So if we do A equals B, B equals C, C equals D, A equals D, therefore, if you have an Instagram account, you will get better results. And my goal for this is for you to get good results. And again, like I said, that is why I have implemented all of these automatic processes, I guess, for you to have as much skin in the game as possible. So the account must be public, cannot be a private account. You don't have to use your real name. You can use an alias. You don't have to add your friends and family if you don't want to. The account must be public. You must use hashtags, and you need to basically put it out there for the world to see so that they can see that you are doing this. It's my way of getting you to reinforce your commitment, basically. For those of you familiar with Snake Diet Guy, he's got a Facebook group, and in order for people to receive help from him, he requires them to post, not before, like, it's not really before and after, it's really just a before picture where they have to post in their underwear and they have shots from different angles and they make this post. It's like, I currently weigh 270 pounds. I want to lose weight. My goal is 140, whatever. They make this post. And anyway, I got the idea from him. Except we're going to take it one step further and we're going to create a separate Instagram account to do it. So what are some potential excuses that you might have? I'm shy, I'm insecure, I don't know how to use Instagram, I don't have a smartphone. Well, bottom line, either get over it or go do some other program, because that's like, I don't know, it's not for you if you don't want to do that. Like, you're shy, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Get over it, Who cares? Like, you have to deal with your shyness, right? Everybody has shyness. Everybody deals with it. If you don't get over it, it's going to hold you back. And if you do get over it, it's going to help you in other areas of your life too. You lack technical expertise. You don't know how to use Instagram. Like, it's really not that hard. You download the app, you take a picture of yourself, you upload it. You can always ask somebody to upload the picture for you. Be resourceful. You don't have a smartphone? Go buy a smartphone. So what is this 100% success guarantee? If you follow the instructions, you will get the result you're looking for. Okay, if you do the exercises, you will build muscle. If you follow the diet, you will lose weight or gain weight if you're underweight, which some people are underweight, I'm sure. If you supplement properly, you will get faster results. You are a human being. You are subject to the laws of physics. You will respond accordingly, right? It's not like gravity doesn't work for you because, you have thyroid problems, allegedly, right? But this works for everybody. Okay. If you actually follow the steps, you will get results. That is the 100% success guarantee. If you do what the program tells you to do, you will get the result that I'm telling you that you will get, bottom line. However, like I said earlier, you have 14 days to decide if the program is right for you. If you sign up and you're like, no, I don't want to do it, I don't like it, I'm whatever, you bitch out for some reason, you have 14 days to tell me. If you tell me within those 14 days, I will absolve you of your 12-month commitment and I will refund you the $150 or whatever it is that you pay for the first month. I want to think about it, you say. I like it, but I'm going to think about it. I need some time to digest it. That's fine. And in response to you, I would ask you this question. You understand how the program works, correct? Right? You get a weekly group webinar, you get access to the WhatsApp group, you get a course, you get all this stuff, right? That's clear? That's clear, right? Yeah, I'm just pretending you said yes. You understand how the guarantee works, right? I wrote here if you're not happy, but really what it is, if you decide it's not for you within 14 days, I will absolve you of the commitment, you get your money back. Oh yeah, I understand all that stuff. Okay, so what exactly is it that you wanted to think about? And what you're probably thinking is like, it's too expensive. I'm thinking about if I really want to spend the money, because that's really what it comes down to, right? And I mean, look, it's $150 a month, okay? If you don't have $150 a month, how do you exist in the world, really? Maybe if you live in Dagestan or something, okay, fine, I get it. But if you're an American, if you live in a Western country, you can go online and make $5 a day in an hour. And that's with poorly paid work, So if you do an hour of article writing or link clicking or whatever, you can make $5 a day. If you don't have $5 a day, then you're just not resourceful. You just can't. I don't know what to tell you. You're kind of a loser, really. Obviously 50 Cent is not a loser, he's a baller, and he's clearly not broke, but it's not too expensive. $5 a day is too expensive compared to what, right? How are you living that you are not already spending $5 a day on something, and I think what it really comes down to, we'll get to that in a second, what it really comes down to, like I said before, is that you just don't want it badly enough. And if that's you, if you don't want it badly enough, then it's not for you. This program is not for you. This is for people who actually want to change. If you actually want to change and you're ready for a solution and you want to join a solution that has been engineered so that the chance of failure is virtually non-existent, and you have somebody who's telling you that it's virtually guaranteed that you'll succeed, this is it. Okay, I don't like the 12-month commitment. You say, can I do less? No, you can't. You cannot do less. Like I said before, I'm looking for people who are serious about being fit and healthy. If that's not you, I don't want you in the group. I love you. You can subscribe to my channel. You can be my friend. We can be friends. Yeah, I don't need all my friends to be fit, but I'm trying to build a group here of people who are motivated to change their lives in a positive way. Right? Not to mention a 12-month commitment is additional skin in the game, like I mentioned earlier. But really I'll tell you my actual motivation for this is that what I really want to do, I want to build groups like this, but for things that are not fitness, right? Currently, I'm doing the fitness one first because I know about fitness and I can comfortably flex my knowledge on people and actually help them get a good result. And this is just, the snowball is already rolling downhill. You know what I mean? I'm already kind of I have a bunch of videos on YouTube that show how smart I am, that I know my stuff, and got a little bit of an audience, and it's just an easy one to do first. You know what I mean? I want to do other ones for money. I want to do other ones for relationships. I want to do other ones for lifestyle design. I'm doing this one first, and the reason I'm even saying this is because I want this is a way for me to recruit people who want to basically be my friends, who are interested in the same things that I'm interested in. That's really what it is. And I'm charging because I want people who are going to be serious. Because if I open up the group for free, I'm sorry, I'm going to get a bunch of losers who aren't actually serious about changing. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, what's this about a new course? Yes, I have created a new course. And like I said, I wrote here it's over 8 hours of video content, not 20 hours. On the right, you will see a sampling of the course videos that I've created. So that's not all of them. There are a lot more videos than that. I've got 80 plus videos on nutrition, diet, and training. A lot of videos. A lot of videos for you to watch that you can refer to on a regular basis. You can watch them more than once. watch them multiple times. Anytime you have a question, I've designed it to be like, here's the way that I've designed it, right? It's like, I'm thinking in my head, what are the questions that people would ask me if I give them instructions? And then I made a video that answered that question, right? So like, that's basically it, you know? And so if you have a question, go see if there's a video that answers that question. If there isn't, then ask me a question. Everything is explained from A to Z. I will be selling this separately to people who do not join the program for $400. If you join the coaching program, it is free, but this will be $400, $397. That's like the internet marketing price. Has to end in a 7. So, you know, it is what it is. It also includes a Spartan meal plan and training program. This is not, when I say Spartan, I mean, I'm not going to give you, this is not Greg Doucette's anabolic cookbook that's 200 pages, right? This is like, here's 4 recipes for things that you will be eating every day, right? Like you're going to eat this meal every night for the week, basically, right? You're going to be eating this one meal. That's your job. Okay. I'm going to tell you how to prepare it. You're going to make it and you're going to eat it, right? Going to keep it simple. Training program is also Spartan in that there's not a lot of details, I guess. I mean, there are a lot of details. I don't want you to think that it's not thorough, but I'm only going to be detailing. It's a minimalist program, I guess is the best way to say it. I guess I'm a minimalist, but I was doing it before it was cool. Okay, I'm sold, you say. How do I sign up? Well, you're going to go to my new website, stuartodin.com/the Odin method. Register there. You will be, I haven't actually set up this page yet, so you'll either be sent a payment link via email or, yeah, that's probably actually how it'll be. I was going to have you pay on the page, but I think you're just going to be sent a payment link via email. When you pay that, you're going to wait for an email that includes the next steps, and I will have the link in the description of this video. So click on that link if you actually want to do it, sign up, register, and then that'll be it. We're good to go. Closing remarks. All right. So here's the deal, everyone. I don't actually care what you guys do, right? I'm not, my job, obviously I want to make money. Obviously I want this to be successful. Obviously I want to sign up as many people as possible, but I don't actually want to sign up as many people as possible. I only want to sign up as many serious people as possible, I guess. Like this is not something where I want everybody, like I want everyone, I don't care how motivated. No, this is like, are you motivated? Are you ready to execute some sort of plan? Okay, so sign up. If not, you want to keep living your life however you're living it, eating your Cheetos and gaining your quarantine weight and having a low expectation of your general level of health, like, okay, I don't want you in the program. Sorry, it's not for you. Like, again, like I said, subscribe to my channel. We can be friends, you know, hit me up for something, I guess, if you want, but I don't want you in this specific program. Okay. If you are looking for the answer, if you are like, let's say you're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do with fitness. I'm so lost. I just wish someone would appear and tell me everything that I needed to do and hold me accountable to do it. This is it right here. I'm telling you, I can confidently say that. I've done it many times myself. There's no reason it wouldn't work for you. This program will provide a working method for getting a lean, muscular body, weekly coaching calls, and personal attention from me, access to a private group of motivated people just like you, 8+ hours of expert level video instruction, and 100% guaranteed results. Again, like I said, this is the answer you've been looking for. Just want to harp on that a little bit. If you have been looking for a program, something, you want instruction, you want to know exactly what to do, you want somebody to hold your hand and tell you exactly what to do every step of the way, you want accountability, you want leverage over yourself so that you will actually do these things that you know you should be doing already, this is it right here. This will get you what you want. This is it, bottom line. This is the program. This is the answer. That's why I designed it like this. I don't want you to have to think. There's no thinking required. Just do what I tell you to do. Follow the steps and you will get it. That is it. If you can follow the steps, you're good to go. Okay, if you're actually serious about changing, sign up. If you're not, thank you for watching the video anyway. If you have any questions, leave me a comment or hit me up at my email address. Peace. And if you want to sign up, go to stuartodin.com, register for all of that cool stuff. Let me know if you have any other things that you want to tell me. See you later.